Hey guys, Alec here from Traxxas RCC, giving you a how-to video on how to change your rear shock tower on your two-wheel drive Slash. Now, to get started, I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to take the rims and tires off, just to make it easier for me. Okay, now to taking the rear tires off, I like to unplug the ESC from the motor just in the beginning, just because it does loop through right here. So you might as well just do it now. I like to do it just before, just in case. Okay, and then from there you can go ahead and pull your motor wires through. Okay, now the next thing I want to do is take your 2.5 Allen wrench and unscrew the top of the shocks. And guys, there is a little silver washer in here. Make sure you don't lose that. Set that to the side. The screw looks like that. Now from here I'm going to go ahead and take off my next shock. Okay, taking that shock off. This is what the washer looks like, or the little ring, if you want to call it. It's little. Okay, now from here what I like to do is I'm going to go ahead and take off the top part of the thing, the body posts, because you're going to have to take that off. It makes for easier access down inside when you're taking off the rear shock tower. And these are 2.0 Allen wrench screws, so go ahead and take those off now. Okay, once you guys have that off, this is the rear shock tower right here. Now, from here there are two screws in the front down here and two screws in the back right here. Now, they are 2.0 Allen wrench screws. They can be a little difficult for some people to get out. Some people might want to take the ESC off. Some people might want to take all the transmission off. Honestly, it is a lot of work. So, for me, I'm just going to go ahead and unscrew each screw, keeping everything on. Okay guys, now once you have that off, you can see it's still attached to these two things. These are 2.5 Allen wrench screws, so I'm going to go ahead and take those off now. Once you have that part off, you can see these here. This is the rear shock tower. You're going to want to go ahead and take the screws out. Just remember which ones are front and rear, just in case anything happens. I'm going to set those up front so I know they are the front ones. You might have to unscrew just a little bit of it like this once you have it out. Might be screwing just a little bit. Now, I'm going to get this last screw out on the back. Okay. Now, they are all the same sizes, but I just want to make sure that I have it right. Okay. So, there is nothing wrong with this, but since I am upgrading to RPM, I'm going to go ahead and take out the RPM ones. And the RPM ones do not come with screws, so that's why I didn't set the screws aside. Okay, comes with two stickers. Nothing serious, you know. Okay, and then here is the RPM rear shock tower. Obviously, it's a lot nicer, it's a lot thicker. You can see this one's bendy a little bit, but this one does not bend. So, if you need to, you can go ahead and look on this one, and you can go ahead and look and see where's the front and where's the rear. Okay guys, I've put my screws in here just to make sure that they're in there when I put it down. And remember that the thicker end does go to the front and the thinner end does go to the back. You can see right here how that works. Also, you can tell by these little things that push out. This is where the shocks go in. So these are going to have to be facing the front. The first thing that I do want to do though is put these in, because it can be a pain in the butt when you try and put them in after. It really is a pain in the butt. You have to take the motor out. Better off just doing it this way so you can have it done. These are 2.5mm screws. Go ahead and screw those in with 2.5 Allen wrench. Okay, now from here, I'm going to go ahead and put this down. Now, just look a little, it should line up pretty good. And go ahead and screw it in with the 2.0mm Allen wrench screw. Okay guys, once you have that screwed in, you want to make sure that it really is in there nice and tight. And go ahead and put it back on your shocks. remember about these rings that are in here, and when you're putting those in, what I like to do, just to make sure you get these rings on, is I like to put the actual screw first through the hole of the shock, and then put the ring on the other side just to make sure that it's going to work, and then line it up, and then from there I like to just go ahead and screw it on there. So I'm going to go ahead and screw in these 2.5mm screws. Okay, go ahead and just check both of these just to make sure they're tightened. Then from there, the last thing you want to screw on is your body posts. So go ahead and, I like to screw these in just a little so the tip's just barely hanging out, so it'll be touching the actual shock tower, and it's easier to screw it on. So what I'm going to go ahead and do is get my 2.0 Allen wrench for these 2.0 Allen screws. Go ahead and screw this in. Okay guys, once you're sure that your body posts are in really tight, you can go ahead and move them around. Okay, make sure the shocks move around, that's fine too. Now we're going to go ahead and put the motor wires through to connect it back to the ESC. Make sure you do them one at a time just to make sure you're not stretching anything or rubbing anything too hard to make it break or rip or anything like that, because that would suck. So now I'm going to go ahead and just connect these back on each other. Alright, so now you guys can go ahead and put the tires back on. So I'm going to go ahead and do that. Okay. Go ahead and go like that just to make sure it's on correctly. Just move around just to make sure it's installed correctly. Alright guys, thanks for watching. Please rate, comment, and subscribe, and have a good day.